Hey, g'day everyone. My name's Justin Flitter. I'm the founder of NewZealand.AI. I'm here with you today with Ben Walker out of Dunedin. Ben's become one of New Zealand's AI gurus. He's been running workshops around the country with our clients throughout the whole of last year. And you've taken all of the stuff that you've learned delivering those workshops and packaged them up into a brand new Microsoft Copilot training course, which I'm super excited about. So I'm keen to get a little bit of your background and your journey over the last year and how you've turned that into such a fantastic course.
Yeah, I can probably go back even a little bit further than that, Justin. So probably for the last couple of years, I started to see the demand definitely around Microsoft Copilot. A lot of businesses starting to adopt Copilot as, I guess, their business as usual tool. And when Copilot came out, it had to find its place, and eventually it slotted into that business as usual slot and growing from there, especially in terms of the agent-based and agent capability. But a lot of organizations are just chucking it in and expecting people to pick it up like the new version of Word. But it's not the new version of Word. And what I have found is a lot of these people within these organizations just need a little bit of a leg up. They need a little bit of training across the board in terms of what is AI, how they can start to leverage it in their business. And what I have especially worked on in the last year is developing this content to the point where we've got a whole bunch of scenarios and a whole bunch of really useful practical case studies that people can work through and apply the skills that they're learning.
Now, you posted on LinkedIn this morning that you are now one of the very first AI transformation leaders with a brand new certificate from Microsoft. How is that?
Wow, yeah, that's quite cool, actually. So it went into beta. They released this beta exam a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that sounds like me. So I went and sat it, not realizing that I had to wait weeks and weeks until it came out of beta to get my results. So I've been on tenterhooks for the last few weeks thinking, oh, did I actually pass this exam? Because it was harder than I thought it was going to be. And it tested everything across the Microsoft stack in terms of what solutions are right for the right businesses, essentially. I understand that in the past, Microsoft have moved this around and eventually came to this business focused aspect of their certification, which I'm quite happy about because it's very practical for a lot of the organizations that we at NewZealand.AI work with.
Well, we'll be giving out a certificate too. A certificate is a certified Microsoft Copilot professional after completing this course. It's modular, it's practical, and you'll get to meet Sarah, who's the CEO of Harbourline, who you've created, of course, using AI tools to put into practice what we preach and to help all of the students on that journey with us. Tell us about Sarah.
Yeah, so Sarah came about. I wanted someone that could help work people through the different scenarios that they might face in the workplace and may be able to address leveraging Microsoft Copilot. You start as a new employee of Harbourline and you're challenged with this move. In 8 weeks time, you've got to move the business. And so you got to develop a move plan. You got to develop all sorts of documents that go out within the organization. Sometimes Sarah's happy with what you've done. Sometimes she's a little bit stressed and you've got to turn things around pretty quickly. But it's all very practical. I actually have my wife working through the training in the weekend. She uses Copilot every day, but she picked up a lot of things that are going to be useful for her on an everyday basis. And I expect it's going to be the same for anyone who picks up this training and runs with it.
This is about giving people practical tasks, real world tasks that you're going to have to go away and do in Copilot and come back to be able to complete the assessments, right? So it's going to take you a little bit of time. This is not a half an hour course. This is going to take you perhaps 2 or 3 hours to work through. You don't have to do it all in one go, so you can start and stop and come back to it over time as well, which makes it a lot more flexible for people. And as I said, you're going to get the course certificate. So who should be taking this new Microsoft training course, Ben?
I think if you're new to Copilot, it's an excellent introduction and it's actually going to extend you through to some of the advanced skills, even through to custom agents. Even if you've been using Copilot on a daily basis, you are going to pick up some things. There's a lot of tips and tricks as we move through. Some of the things that aren't explicit when you pick up Copilot and start to use it, but things that are very useful. Some of the applications like Word and PowerPoint, there's specific ways that you can use Copilot to be much more effective. rather than just using the chat and getting an answer. We work through the frameworks that you can apply to actually write a good prompt and get a great answer out of Copilot. So a lot of people pick up Copilot and think, wow, this is good, but with the assistance of this training, you can be great.
What should people be doing to prepare for this course?
As long as you've got your Copilot license, I think you're
So you
prepared.
need to have
And
you'll
it's
need to
going to
have
take
a
you through.
license for Copilot for M365, not the free version, right?
Correct, 100%. Without the license M365 version, you're not going to get access to all of the integration, all the work aspects that you need to be able to run through this course. You could just pick up a license and run with it for a month and run through the training and see how it goes and see if it's something that you want to work with in your business. Maybe you're one of the key stakeholders in your business and you just want to figure out if this was right for your business. This would be a good opportunity to buy a license, do the training,
As part of that
decision.
evaluation process. So the course takes you through Copilot Basics, Copilot Essentials, and Copilot Advanced. Where does it get people to? Will they be able to start creating agents at the end of this course?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do, and I'm not going to give it away, but later on in the course, we create an internally facing agent based on a specific use case that is designated by Sarah, the CEO of Harbourline, and it all flows together. So we work through the different scenarios and we get to these custom agents, we get through to using some of the other agents that Microsoft have made available, researcher and analyst, and we talk about specific ways that you should be using those in your business. And the power of those is amazing. Once you get to that stage, a little bit later in the training, you're probably a couple of hours in by this stage, you'll be blown away.
This is your invitation, folks, to come and take our brand new Microsoft Copilot course that Ben Walker has been designing and developing over the last few months. It's practical, it's applied, and it's going to give you the skills that you need to leverage this remarkable AI for business platform in your work and your business. So come and join us, jump in, and we'll send you the certificate at the end. Thanks so much, Ben. Really appreciate it.
Fantastic.
Bye.
See you all soon.